They actually did not hear that.
Gosh darn it.
I didn't
Alright.
either because I was distracted.
It's okay.
Last time on
You're doing your
Puddles
best.
Are Us.
Yes. Yes.
Goodness.
Either we're making puddles or we have one with us.
Yes,
Okay,
ice puddle.
Yes. Puddle.
Shall we begin again? Or shall we start with introductions once more?
Given that they didn't hear us the last time when our introductions came into play,
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that again.
Actually, could someone just check to make sure that it's working?
yeah, doing so right now.
You the man.
I'm gonna try and find the meme that I was talking about.
All right,
I can't
we
remember my
are hearable.
password, so I'll have to
Awesome.
go reset that here soon again.
Zakon says we are heard this time around, so
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ren.
Thank you, Ren.
Ooh.
Hi,
Oh.
Ren. I don't know you, but you sound cool.
Oh, jeez.
There you go. That's the post.
I still... Yep. It's hilarious. Don't get me wrong. But it's gonna be red all eventually. Like, why make the main wheel? No, I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'm not gonna let it bother me.
Oh, you're saying that
bother.
the entire tractor should be red and the tumbler should be.
Well, I mean, yeah, great. Now it's bothering me. It's bothering me a lot.
Don't worry, I'll post something else that bothers you way more.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
It's come on, please. I'm trying to be.
We are
Oh,
currently
no.
breaking the DM.
Yeah, it's a time-honored tradition.
No,
Time
God,
honored
not the
tradition.
bees.
I love that meme.
Okay. Okay.
My dad sent me this earlier.
Come on.
Oh, hey, Dane.
Hello, Dane.
Oh, Dane's in the chat.
Yeah, Dane's
Dane
in
is
the
in
Twitch chat.
Big
Nice.
shout out to my bro Dane over there.
Don't
What up?
twitch too hard, Dane. I
He's
call
here
him
to
Jane.
visit and judge, so don't screw up, Ace.
Yeah, as you know, they slowly already, no, quickly proceed to break me.
Yep,
Consistently.
because we're just mean.
All right. Shall we start with introductions then? Now that we've broken the DM at least partially.
Welcome again to a wonderful tale of Master Not Your Heroes, starring our wonderful cast of selective crews, modified by our strange ingredients tossed into the waters from our mining mantle. Let us start off with our body of water herself, Puddle.
Hello, I'm Wilda. I'm playing a 16-year-old. We are all high school age, so it's not weird. I have the ability to turn into water. Dang, you asshole. I have the ability to turn into water, and I typically am shy.
To help her break her out of her shy mold is her pet cat and best friend, Spencer, who now stands on two legs as he's gone from cat to cat boy, Superboy. Spencer, would you mind speaking up real quick?
Absolutely, good sir. Hi, I'm Spencer, and that's my actual name too. So if you call me Spencer, I'm gonna freak out. Anyways, I'm a cat. Used to be. I've got superpowers now. I can punch things real hard. I've got super strength, super toughness. I can run real fast, and I've got cat senses. That's pretty helpful. I've seen dead people a few times, but that's okay. And I guess I really like to protect Wilda, specifically Puddle. That's her hero name. Don't tell anyone I said that. Anyways, Yeah, I couldn't think of a hero name, so I just used my real name.
Speaking
That's
of
everything.
dead people, not too long ago, we're also going to include one of our newfound friends, Dahlia Blake.
Hi, I'm Ed. I play Dahlia, and I am also a high schooler in the game. I am basically a zombie, and you won't like me when I'm hungry. I'll just leave it at that.
Speaking of hungry,
Also playing Ed, we have our transient friend here, Edward Follinger.
Yeah, Edward Follinger here. I played Transient, a Full Metal Alchemist ripoff that has a habit of either blowing stuff up or turning people into sand. There is no in between for him.
We really have
Good
been trying to
luck.
find an in between.
just as God intended.
And amongst their wild adventures, they managed to rescue their newest friend and secretive technopath, Jace. Jace, would you mind?
I don't have a hero name. My name is Jace. I animate technology, I zap things, and I screw with people's brains. That's all you need to know.
We're still working on getting these folks true hero names.
Well,
Some
can't
of
be
'em.
helped. I would like to point off that he's got a Transformers ripoff.
Ah, yes.
Oh, we couldn't
see.
forget the star of the show.
You'll meet Rockin' Prime soon enough. Don't you worry, audience.
Right.
Dane's taking points off our houses for
Wow.
the stream.
Huh. I
Look,
don't know. He,
Good luck on you. I
uh,
live in an apartment. I don't need a house point.
Hey, Puddle, you can remove a level from him, you know.
Can I?
You are God.
Yeah, I don't know how to do
In a
that.
different situation. In the meantime, last time on Master 9, our heroes were trying to pick up the tails of a secret group of trifectas secretly stealing water towers from around their town, and especially during a terrible time during a drought. This trifecta includes a matter manipulator, going by the name Stringent, a time tinkerer, going by the name Sans. Oh, how ironic. And the current foe that they're dealing with here at the Class Act Casino in the entertainment sector, Voomhilda, the gravity manipulator.
Yay.
Currently, our heroes are trying to push past this gravity field that seems to be holding everyone in a standstill, leading them to be confused as though it was a time field. I would like everyone to currently give me initiative rolls, please.
Oh, I'll try. I gotta pull up my sheet because I
I'm at a
forgot.
+6. Throw
I
this into
forgot to. Don't feel
initiative.
bad.
I feel bad already. Too late.
Hero rolls.
You can't
Point
stop me.
R, D20.
I'll feel bad faster than
Six.
anything before.
16 for me.
I usually have this full screen.
I forgot I changed my modifier for initiative to be a +14.
Oh, jeez.
That's still
You
gonna
still
be a
rolled
19.
shit!
Ow!
I may not
Okay.
be smart.
There is no bottom text.
I may not be smart, but I am fast, I hope.
I rolled your bonus.
There you go.
Well, Spencer, I hate to break it to you, but I am smart and fast, apparently.
Wah, wah, wah.
Quick with his hands and his mind. My god, he's better than me in every way.
Puddle, you had to do this to me right now, didn't you?
What?
18.
Oh, yeah. Of course I had to.
Great, I'm missing stuff.
Yes, you are. I feel
But
very
I-
ashamed.
Don't
I was
feel
like-
ashamed. Embrace it.
Embrace the change.
Feel the rain on your skin.
Feel the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
I was
That's what
going
she
for a
said.
song reference, but I'll take it.
Mmm, Skittles.
Hi. I knew a person named Skittles. Sweet person. Sassy as well.
I know a cat named Skittles. They were the sweetest.
Okay.
Hey.
My God, I'm still faster than Vroom Hilda apparently.
Boom, Hilda. Of course,
Hilda,
you could
my
say
bad.
Woom Hilda, since, German accent.
You know, I'll ask my dad what the German word for gravity is and put something else in there because he's
Please.
fluent in German.
Please, that would be more hilarious.
Hold on, I'll grab him real quick.
That'll be her real name. This is her secret supervillain name.
Show rolls.
Okay, so currently we have Jace going
Jace.
first,
Followed by Spence, followed by Dahlia, followed by Transient.
Boom Hilda got a 16 too, so it'll be a toss up between you two.
My modifier is at a +6, so
Hers 3, so she'll go after you.
and then Puddle.
So my dad is out running errands, but the German word for gravity is schwer.
You please type that because that sounds so sweet and terrible at the same time. I love it.
It is a really nice way of saying gravity. This is how you spell it.
Yeah, love it.
I'm happy that I get to use this on my next turn. I'm so happy. It's not even an ability, it's just wordplay.
Where?
Cargo space. Oh no, do that. Cargo road.
I do not remember any of my modifiers for German, so it has been so long.
All right, starting at the top of the round, Jace. I believe you are currently floating above about 50 feet from the ground floor, above the compressed rooftops of the class act.
Correct. And
You currently
through
have
my technopathic link with Rockin' Prime, I am going to do the thing I said I should probably do last time we had one of these sessions, which is to say, Rockin' Prime, raise the roof.
Oh man, I was not prepared for that phrasing. So you're saying that? All right.
I'm telling him to just destroy the roof.
So raise the roof. All right. So go ahead and give me. You haven't even used his laser pistol.
Yes, because I don't think he can fly right now.
No, he cannot. However, I did do a little bit of research. Apparently, while gravity can have an intensity on matter and a matter's density itself, it doesn't really have much of an effect on, how lightning is, aside from, condensing it. So rather than seeing how lightning would go, like that super jagged bolt figure, it'd probably be more straight from what I'm understanding.
So,
unless Mr. Scientist here wants to correct me, please.
I won't correct you because that's actually correct. Gravity does not affect specifically lightning because lightning's made of electrons and so on. But if you want the really gist of it, it would affect it, but not to a noticeable degree. So it's just going to be regular lightning.
All right, so raising the roof once more. I'm gonna need that roll for the laser pistol.
I believe that's going to be an RD20 +3 based off my stats, unless I have this wrong.
Laser D gun damage.
I mean, it's a pretty big target. It's hard to miss.
Accuracy +2, increased range. Offensive. Laser gun 3. It's a +5, my dude.
Oh, okay.
+5. Now, all you have to do is roll at least a 15. You can hit the gigantic roof.
Didn't hit the 15. He apparently blasted nothing.
He roasted a bird.
Understood. Attempting to raise the roof. What's
What happens here? Does it just not shoot, or does it just go astray?
Right.
attempts to raise his arm as he readies the gun, but the arm doesn't go pointing up towards the roof. Instead, it fires straight forward, hitting one of the stone pillars that are still holding up the already straining remains of the rooftop.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that's disastrous, but also still along the lines of what I wanted, so I can't argue. Might be a bit too big of a hole, but it's still going to be a hole at the end of the day.
I'm gonna quickly free action something real fast. Jace, you mind getting him inside so we can get off, please?
He's already inside.
Yeah. How high up is he though?
He's not flying. He's on ground level. He can't
thank
fly
God.
right now because of the gravity.
Jace is the
I
one
am
flying it. I'm honestly wondering how you're going to be trying to shout out to Jace when you don't know where exactly he is.
You got a Rockin' Prime next to me. I'm on its back.
You're speaking of Prime?
share fences with him.
Oh, so you're
So-
using Prime as like a walkie-talkie of a sorts.
Yeah,
You can-
I share fences with my robot, so
He can
I'm,
hear
I'm
whatever.
asking if Transient is aware of this fact.
that depends
These are-
on Transient. I didn't have to tell him crap, but we did work together for at least 3 days, so I
I
assume
would
he
like to
knows
point
that.
out Jace actually responded to me next turn when I was talking to Rockin' Prime. So yeah.
Fair enough. So that would be your free action. However, Jace, you go ahead and respond in turn.
I mean, I don't know what he asked me to do. Rockin' Prime is already inside and not flying.
Now that's player error, not character error. Right now.
All right, so going back to where we were. So once more, the blast goes and hits the pillar. While there's a heavy blast and heavy dent in it, the roof still remains, constrained. Boomhill seems a bit annoyed, wondering why the robot is now blasting at the area, but that will be dealt with on her turn. Is there anything else you're doing, Jace, before we move on?
Give me a sec to consider this. Is anyone besides, is the gravity considered a, hold on. Is the gravity effect considered a condition?
It would be considered a penalty to anything that's trying to move in it. Yes.
So it is a condition.
Hindered, technically.
Okay. I am going to use leadership, and I'm going to spend one of my bennies to remove the hindered condition from transient.
Only issue with that, because it's a continuous effect, it would make that moot.
So
'Cause you-
I just don't do that then? I've
You
never
would
used
remove
this
it.
effect before.
You would remove it, but the instant it became my turn, I'd be rehindered because it's a continuous effect.
Then I
So
don't
you
really...
just want one turn.
DM, what's the ruling? Because if that's just wasted, I wouldn't waste it if I knew that that's
It
how it
would
worked.
be a waste, considering the fact that it is perpetual.
Then yeah, not
perpetual
wasting
while she
Benny.
has this currently on.
Not wasting the Benny then.
You could try to coax her to do something else, or
I mean, I don't want her to know I'm here until I can shoot her. So I'm not doing anything. If that's not going to help, I'm just ending my turn.
all right.
Jace, if you actually drop down to where you can see into the hole that's currently in the side of the building, you'd be able to see her.
Well, the
I'm not
problem
doing
is with how close he is. Once he drops down close enough, he'll be caught in the gravity field, and
Nope.
will.
His
if I can
range
get-
on that is 150 feet, correct?
Right. But the angles are not in my favor, because I would have to be at least that far out, and she's floating, and that hole is not on the second floor area.
That
I
hole
wouldn't
is
be
on
able
the
to
second
see her.
floor area.
He did make
Is
it
it?
wide enough to be up to the
Yes.
second floor.
I
but
made
with
it
where
wide
she's
enough so
at-
that I made it wide enough so Rock and Prime can literally walk through it.
I mean, I don't think he's 2 stories tall. He's not that big.
No, but he's more than 10 feet tall.
Is he more than 10 feet tall?
He's bigger than me. I'm 5'9", so even if he's only 8 feet tall, that's still an 8-foot diameter hole that you can see through.
I'm still gonna stay up here because if I go down there, I'm more likely to get in trouble. I really can't do much right now, anyway.
She can't extend that radius any further. You've got 150-foot range.
I would prefer to be able to aim down because if I'm aiming down, I have less chance of hitting all of you. So that's just what I want to do for my turn. I'm
All right.
calling it then.
All right, moving on then. Spencer, I believe you're currently helping Wilda escort several more people out of the gravitational zone currently. Correct?
Yes, I think so. No, wait. What did Wilda say last time? I have to be specific on that.
I know that I was trying to save the kids.
I think you said
Is
to
at
go
the cur-
take care of them. Take care of Broomhilda, I think.
Yes,
Okay.
that sounds
So-
right. It's like, I'll help out here. Go and make sure that this stops.
Okay. Well, that's an easy command I can understand. So Spencer, getting the command. DM, can I move my full movement length at all? Because I can move normally even in this, gravitational field.
It is a current affliction. Once you start moving, I will need you to make me another roll.
What kind of roll?
It was fortitude last time.
Yes.
I made the roll and I think I passed it. Yeah. Did I remove that from the bennies? I think I did. I'll have to check.
Yes, but now
Go
that we're
ahead.
starting combat, I would like you to do it once more, as you're being reinvigorated to continue motion.
All right. So that's going to be a +6 because that's fortitude. Okay. Let's see how this goes. That's going to be a 19. Does it pass?
You pass with with 1 degree. Way to go! You're able to move
Hooray.
with no other issues or no other formality.
All right.
With
Yep.
your current speed, I mean, moving to where you won't have any troubles. Trying to go at top speed, yeah, you would be hindered by half the speed. But given the fact that your natural speed was,
That much, yeah, I know. I'm not going to go that full speed yet because I don't want to reveal how fast I can go quite yet. Because if I do, I'd hurt people.
yeah, it's fine. It's just you're able to make it there. So as you
Okay.
go to where Dahlia is posted up at the door, do you choose to open the door while she's standing there?
Let's see.
Oh
here.
no,
Do you
while
mean
she's trying
open
to
the door.
claw through.
Okay.
Sorry, I believe she was attempting to burrow through.
How big and thick is this door? Does it look?
It's one of them classier wooden style doors. Think about, I want to say anywhere between 8 to 10 inches thick.
Are you sure it's 8 to 10 inches thick? Ace?
Sorry, I'm trying to think on the impromptu moments.
If
Doors
it's a
are
fully
usually
wooden
like
door,
2 to maybe 4 inches thick if you've got a really, really big, fat, heavy door.
We're trying
maybe
to
it's a revolving door.
We're trying to enter a casino, not a casino vault.
It'd
Alright,
be
you're
about
right.
2 inches thick.
4 inches.
All right. So, Dahlia cannot make her way through it. Is it locked or closed?
the weight of the gravity is actually keeping it from being able to open. Density is actually keeping it from budging.
Cool, cool. Let's see here. What can I do to open that door? I might be powerless here, guys.
Is it
Are you
Are you
glass?
stronger than Dahlia? Because it was just a strength for Dahlia, and she's not strong.
Oh, well, I have rank 6 strength.
Yeah.
Can I
Please
just,
open the door so I don't get hungry.
okay, I'm just going to basically step in, open the door. Do I have to make a check, DM?
Yes, I'm gonna need a strength check from you, please.
Hey, Ace, you may want to give him a bonus to this because he has rank 6.
He does. He'll have a +5 major improvement because
Okay.
he's actually moving with most of his muscles at full flex.
Okay, so that's going to be 20.
With
My
a
dog's
mighty
barking.
tug, you not only pull the door ajar, you start actually tearing it off the hinges just a bit. And as you finally get it to a full open, the door falls flat to your left side, as it's now free from being held, and the gravity is now full force onto it.
Awesome. Can I make my way inside and look around to see what's going on?
I believe you would still have movement, and let me double check to see if you have move by action. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do. I remember that. So,
So as you enter into the casino, you do see several people all, trying to struggle standing in place in the gravitational field. You do see over to your right side, coming from the approximately 8 to 10 foot hole made by Transient, Rockin' Prime, and on his back, Transient, who's trying to unbuckle himself.
cool.
Actually, before Spencer goes in, can I hand him something as a free action?
I mean, just passing off, maybe.
Yeah.
DM.
What would you be attempting to pass off?
A little toy robot that's making a funny ticking noise that I didn't realize I still had.
Wait, are we talking about the? We don't have a bomb, do we?
I have an improvised arson device because I insisted he remake it for me after
Yeah.
he.
That is true. We never
Is
did
it-
use our explosive toy
Why
soldier.
would you activate that in a populated area? There are people around this one.
Because I want you to throw it at them, and I figure Spencer would be funniest to see use it. If the
Okay.
GM doesn't want me to hand it off, then I won't, but that was an idea I had.
It's
So
up to DM.
correctly, the Catman is being handed a toy jihadist by the zombie. Do I have this right?
Toy
Yes,
bomb,
that
yes.
that impromptu device you
Improvised arson device, so it's not explosive, it's incendiary.
That's the
So,
same thing. Just volatile.
set Hilda on fire.
Spencer,
Just
are you accepting anything from your friends as you're walking by? If they
I
were to
have
do
been
that,
given one order. Unless she says something, I am not following that order.
Okay. I do
So-
not hand it off then.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, unless Dahlia says, "Here, take this," then
Well, once more,
yeah,
it's not Dahlia's turn.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
then
that's
no,
cool.
I do not hand it off. You carry on.
all right. Then, am I able to spot Womb Hilda?
I
God.
love my dumbass names.
Brunhilde.
Ooh.
So, as you enter, yes, you do see Woomhilda as you look up. She's floating there about 20 feet in the air, I would say about 10 feet away from the, brought down ceiling of the casino. But still seeming like everything about her is aloof and weightless.
Cool, cool. I have a very interesting question for you, and I need to know if this question is a yes or a no. How close is she to the second floor? Is there like a second floor to this casino that I look like if I made my way up there and just jumped, I could tackle her?
There is a couple of stairs and a secondary floor that does extend about 8 feet around her entire radius.
Ah.
And that would
Oh,
be
so
the
she's
upper
in the middle
floor.
of a stairwell.
Not
Kinda.
stairwell, but like you know how in certain casino areas or certain big buildings you'll have the main floor, then you'll go up one floor and there'll be that balcony area, or not
Oh yeah.
balcony, but there'll be that railing that looks down. There's the main floor down there.
Oh yeah.
That's that sort of second floor.
Okay, cool. I know what to do. Let's see here. So, let's see. Is there alternate questions that I need to ask because I want to assess my options here? Is there something here that's big, long, and metal that I can use to reach her with? Like a flagpole or something?
In a building?
There's a series of slot machines still.
Okay.
Some crunch underneath the weights, some still standing. There's maybe like one or two. I'm going. We're going off your passive perception on this. You don't need to stress about this.
Okay.
We're going off your passive, and this is an easy enough find. There's like a couple of cocktail table stands just lying around.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm going to do. Let's see here. What stuff is on the cocktail table?
That will be a actual required perception check, my good sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. I
That's
will
what
look
you're-
there and see what there is.
That's what you're focusing on, because you're just trying to see what's on the table. What are you seeing?
Sir, I
What are you
see
focusing
nothing,
on?
sir. Cat senses tingle. I have to do what Wilda says.
But you're also a
You-
cat. You don't have to.
You only see the one obvious thing on the table. The human body clinging to it, trying to not fall into the ground.
Okay, yeah, that
Cocktail
decides my
waitress.
action. That decides my action for me. So, using my movement, get up to the second floor, and I'll type to you exactly how fast I'm going because this is the DM's description here, and I'd like you to be able to go wild with it if you like.
Alrighty. Are you sending this to me personally? Yes, you are.
It says, yes, I am. Haha. I will tell you another piece of information that would be useful.
Okay. So you're just short of that.
Kinda, yeah. Just making my way up to the second floor. And I don't know if I can actually jump and tackle her at the same time on the same turn. I don't think I can.
At this point, I would judge that you'd be pushing too far with your
Yeah.
with everything.
Alright, I'm just gonna get up the second floor, see what I see up there. See if there's anything of immediate concern.
So you take a step and your body vanishes, but there's a series of heavy steps and the ground breaking as you run around and around some of the bodies on the ground, up towards the stairs and then over towards the table where the cocktail waitress is, clinging to.
Yeah.
From there, you're able to see a couple of the glasses that she was trying to hold up, an obvious letter with hearts on it, red roses, a very obvious love letter on there, and that's pretty much it.
Oh. So she was going to deliver a love letter to someone, is what I'm seeing, right?
Yes.
Or you received one.
Or has received one, that's true. Let's see. I have to roll a 1d20 because this is something that Spencer would honestly think about for 5 seconds. Well, like 5 milliseconds because he's moving so fast. Okay, yeah. He would. Yeah, he caves in. He just stops in front of the woman and goes, "I must save you." Not "I must save you," but like, "Gosh, I'll do it for love," because obviously, love letter, hearts, everything. He just gets reminded, man, people.
All right.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
You good.
Just want. Was there anything else with that, or
So she's on the second floor, not the first floor.
she is on the second floor, not the first floor?
Okay, so basically, I'm just standing there, stealing myself, just like, okay, I'm going to take down whoever this is as hard as I can because she's hurting people and people's emotions and interrupting their days and literally stopping them from loving each other. That's my turn.
Damn it, Jace!
What'd you send, Jace?
Don't focus on it. Don't focus on it. Don't focus on it. Dahlia, it's your turn.
Okay, first off, I'm gonna duck into a shadowy corner and try to teleport. Which is a movement action rather than an action.
Of course.
I
Okay.
don't see why you're upset, DM. That one wouldn't even call him Blushing Spencer.
Okay, 1d20 plus the stealth roll. Let me see what my stealth is. Stealth is +4.
You're trying to
And
maintain
is it
stealth.
shadowy? Would I get a bonus for it being shadowy since most of the roof is, well, in tatters, so I assume the lights aren't that great?
You will get a +2 minor improvement for your stealth.
Alright, I'll take it. Oh shoot, I'm gonna use a Benny.
In
You
what
can
manner?
do it.
What?
In what
In
manner?
what manner?
I'm gonna do a reroll with a Benny.
A heroic reroll. Once more, those at home, using one of our victory points at AE Bennies can allow you to manipulate my reality in such a manner, such as re-rolling, and then if it rolls below a 10, adding an extra 10 to it.
Alright, now let me do 1d.
Just watch it be a natural 20. Just watch it be a natural 20.
Oh, I would love that.
I would
with
love that.
call-
too.
stop
Close
with the
enough!
calls. Stop with the.
I
Alright,
told
so
you I was lucky.
Oh,
okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Because I think you're gonna like this.
yes.
I'm gonna have my pistol in my hand. I'm gonna teleport directly above her in the shadow of the lighting fixture. Drop on top of her while firing my gun point blank. Like a badass.
Dang.
All right. Once more, would you mind writing that in the heroic examples, please?
Heroic examples?
Underneath metahuman portfolios.
Okay.
Because of how badass that sounds, and if you can give me a better visual description so I can imagine it a bit better,
Sure.
I'm definitely giving you a bonus.
Like this. Here, I'll show you. I found the perfect picture
I
for
know
it.
how I can write things.
Let the woman do her writing! Although I do appreciate the semantics, Spencer.
You're welcome.
Oh, always love the jumping Superman punch. It's a timeless classic.
Oh, wait, there was another jumping Superman punch. Go ahead.
Ren says 360 no scope.
I'm not. Yeah, no scoping because I'm using my heavy pistol. But yeah.
Come on, Dahlia the Kid.
I'm writing. You take longer to write than me.
Okay, you got me there.
If that's the Superman punch you meant, Spencer.
Huh?
that one
Hold
was
on.
favorites.
I'm gonna try and find it. Whatever you were talking about.
Just favorited that one. Love it.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one.
As you're typing that to describe how you're moving in the shadows, once Spencer opens the door and sees it flan down, the lights coming from inside crafts a short shadow off in the corner by the door you're still hiding behind. From there, you take a quick peek around, which almost gets you caught by Voomhilda as she goes from looking at the cat that's running up over towards the entrance. But just as you duck back away, you manage to see the shadowy spot that you're gonna gun for from the roof area, just from that spotlight that was casting on you, and that's how you're vaporilling yourself or traveling to. I need to consider getting a speech class at some point.
You should not. You're good. It's just, oh god, Jace. That's
Jace,
later
what
in
did
the campaign. I'm just imagining Neil deGrasse Tyson going, meow.
I gotta ask, were you gonna say anything to go along with this, Miss Dahlia Blake? Anything
No.
cool? Anything vengeful?
I probably should have said the genre. Yeah, she'll say, "Guess I've got the drop now."
All right, lovely. So, as you're going to make the attack, I will go ahead and add 5 to your attack roll, and then add 2 to your. No, you're immune to fortitude.
Yeah.
Add 2 to your acrobatics. So you
I'm
you don't
literally
get.
just dropping. I'm not even really leaping.
Oh, so
I'm
you're just
hanging
gonna
on and just drop
Alright.
directly.
then just plus
I
5 to the
use
attack.
gravity to destroy the gravity.
All right, I'm gonna shoot. Got multi-attack. Multi. It just doesn't say how many ranks, but I will just do.
Let me double check multi attack over at the PDF real quick.
That'd be
Attach
2
to damage
shots.
5.
What's up?
So that'd
the
be 2
rifle.
shots. And rifles damage 5.
Yeah.
So that would be a DC 20 save.
20 plus, and my shooting is plus 6.
So it's a
So,
D20
plus
plus 6 to
11.
hit. So yeah, you got a D20 plus 11 to
1,
13.
and then, oh wait, I can't do I have to type it again. Ooh. Okay, and shot 2. Because I know I at least get 2. Wow, really? 2 2s in a row?
Oof. Samir,
Oh.
do either one of those hit?
Oh.
The first one does, but not the second one. Allow me to explain. So, first one does. Let me roll the toughness for her, for Voomhilda, as she is caught off guard.
Yep. DC 20
DC.
toughness.
Well, actually, minus 5, given the fact that she was caught off surprised.
She was.
That wait, that minor improvements and major improvements don't affect defense rolls, do they?
No.
No.
All right, so that goes back to being a 7.
Well,
As
That's
I
2
all
degrees
right.
of failure.
Mm-hmm.
So she takes her first bruise.
And she's dazed.
oh god.
But the second one doesn't hit?
Allow me to explain. As I burn a Benny.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy, oh boy.
You sure you want
Bruise.
to burn that on the first villain and not the last?
I can spare one. I've got 5. One for each of you.
Yay!
You do know who you're talking about, right?
Yeah, as I look to Transient.
Yeah.
Turn the air sodium again. It'll be awesome.
I would like to point out, DM, that while you may have one Benny for each of us, technically we have 3 Bennies, which means 1 Benny for each enemy.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's 5
that's-
to a person versus 1 to a person. You're outmatched here, DM.
Well, yeah, but that's the whole point of the story. Come on. There's got to be a little struggle. It can't just be an outright one flat here or one flat there. There's got to be some meat to the bones.
I'm gonna look in.
Picking up.
I'm gonna look in hero in the hero app to see how many ranks it comes with.
So your
Right.
first multi-shot rank will give you 2 shots. If it's above that, I
think it costs 15 points, so I think it is all 5 ranks. But I want to
So,
check.
okay.
so if you add a multi attack to the rank, and then you put that rank up to rank 5, that would cost you a point for both the rank and for multi attack. That would have been 2 points per rank, making it 10 points. Thus, that would mean that multi attack would be at +5, giving you, if we count the first 2 as your first 2 shots, 3 more shots. Miss 6-shot revolver, a 5-shot revolver.
Yeah.
Yay!
So I'm
Roll
trying
through
to make sure that I have the right one. Because if I do have 5, great. If I don't, I want to know. So let me see.
By the way, Mira, you used your bennies, so what are you using it on?
Yeah.
Let me see.
In response to taking a bullet out of surprise.
Ooh.
5 ranks in multi attack. Woo woo woo.
Yes,
Alright.
if I may be allowed to finish.
Hold on,
Oh,
Ed.
sorry.
In response, she uses her reaction as everyone now feels almost completely lighter, like the gravity was taken away.
Oh god.
Okay, so I'm back to +6 instead of +11.
Yeah, you've lost your major advantage, but you're still firing. I think. Well, no, you'd still be firing at.
Yeah.
Hold on, Ace.
And then, yes, let me. Can I finish?
Sorry.
So, the gravity does dissipate, but it seems to warp back around Vumhilda while she's still floating. The air around her seems to densify, almost to where it's a solid, thick
Spear.
sphere of misty smoke, almost like a foggy clear, like a murky kind of air
Oh, God.
around her.
You're condensing the air so much that it's literally vaporizing the other gases inside of it.
Yes,
That's
without
really
causing
hard.
any harm to her.
Yeah.
As a second bullet attempts to pierce through this shell, but seems to shatter completely against it and warp around the curvature of the newly made sphere. While you do see her attempting to speak, the words are very muffled, considering how dense the shield is.
Ace, if it's as muffled as you say it is, we wouldn't be able to hear her. Or if it's as strong as you say it is, we wouldn't be able to hear her, period.
None of you except the one that was closest to her and falling down, which would be Dahlia.
Okay,
And
well, I
maybe
still got 3 more
Catboy.
shots.
And yes, Catboy would be able to hear some portions of it, considering his height and hearing.
Yeah.
Ah!
So give me a few seconds to speak towards Dahlia.
I'm really upset that there's no tenor gif of that deaf girl from the ASDF movies, because that would be such a good gift for this.
You can look it up on Google.
I'll try that.
That's where that cuts off. Copy that. Cheer, and that's what you hear.
Oh, damn, even Google doesn't have it. I'm disappointed now.
All right. right. Well, I'm gonna shoot my other 3 bullets. Am I at a +6 or do I still have the 11 from the initial surprise? I think
Go
it's
ahead and just remind me what the damage rating on those was.
It's 5, so it's DC 20. Yeah,
Yeah, DC 20.
toughness check.
Yeah, she let me know that you'd be
Right.
So
Was there any
+6?
penetrating?
No. That's only on the heavy pistol, and that is on. Ooh! But would a 23 still hit?
Let's see if that's a natural.
That is not.
Go ahead and roll me the other. Go ahead and roll me the other 2 shots.
Okay, and I'm rolling with the +6 now. Is that right?
Yes.
Because I'm back just to normal. Ugh. So I rolled a 23, an 8, and a 19, which is not bad while falling wildly.
It actually would be great, if it weren't for the fact that it seems her newfound shell seems to be bouncing the bullets off regardless of how well you aimed. Knowing
Okay.
that first one should have gone straight to the eyes.
A 23 didn't hit?
It hit, but because you have no penetration, it wasn't able to bypass the
Well, I'm
straight.
still coming down on top of her, so how's that going to work with me being immune to her gravity powers?
So as you see the bullets, disintegrate and ricochet off her, you land on this now very obvious revolving sphere of air, compressed by gravity around her. If you're going to attempt to try to grab her, I will need a grapple check, but at a -2 due to the fact that you're trying to claw through dense air. But with your burrowing, it shouldn't be that hard. The only issue is it's still moving, and you're doing this in midair. So you're literally trying to claw where you're trying to dig at.
Freaking
Okay.
Rasengan.
Luckily I've got grabbing finesse, so I can substitute my dex for my strength.
Yes, sir.
So I've got a +5, -2, so I get a +3.
If
Yep.
you need some zombie motivation, just think of this as a really meaty gumball.
I know.
I believe she already is.
The 16 gonna do it? Come on, you wouldn't let me shoot her with a 23. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's a grapple. You're holding onto this floating sphere that withholds that crunchy, delicious goodness inside. Brunhilde
Yeah.
actually seems kind of surprised as she stares into your now terrifying, eager eyes. That
I'm
being said, your
picturing kitten-
the remainder. Sorry.
I'm picturing a kitten has glommed on to a clear hamster ball, and the hamster inside is like, what?
Oh goodness. All right, but your attempt to burrow through will have to wait till next turn.
Yes.
Moving on with the initiative. Transient. My good sir, you're still clinging on to Rockin' Prime, who is struggling to try to aim towards the rooftops at the moment.
No longer, because her gravity has dropped.
Oh yeah, that's right. Who is able to now move freely. You're able to move freely now. What will you do?
As a free action, I am dropping off his back.
No, I am originally from Florida.
With a little of unbuckling, you find yourself on the ground. You see everyone else around you
Unbuckling?
who...
I was holding on to him, good sir. I was not buckled on to him at all.
You finally relent your grasp. Gravity no longer forcing you to, hold it tighter than normal. As you watch everyone else who is being held by the gravity run past you, screaming, "Oh, thank God. Thank goodness. Not my kids."
Oh, let's use my movement action to transmute this ground upwards into a solid pillar. Oh, it'll only move it about 15 feet up, but... So, let's roll my alchemy. So I believe that is at a... Yes, that is indeed at a plus 10. That is a 26. I believe that succeeds.
Yep, as you do manage to make a proper. Did you want to add stairs to this pillar?
No. This pillar is a large flat surface with me and Rock and Prime on top of it.
Okay.
So Rock and Prime is at the ceiling, or do I have that wrong?
We're 15 feet up.
And how high up was the ceiling again?
50?
Originally,
No, that
it
was 50 was the gravity range, not the ceiling.
originally before the attack by the gravity manipulator. It did stand at least 100 foot tall. Because simple casino town.
Yeah. Casino lobby. So now we're at 15 feet up. How high up was Wumhilda?
It was about 20 feet high, and above her, about another 5 feet would be the actual ceiling top.
Okay, so Rock and Prime is currently even with... Oh. No, just below her. So we're 5 feet under her for all intents and purposes. Or
Right.
lower than her.
And you guys can see that she is now clearly in a murky sphere with your wonderful body-craving friend, Dahlia, trying to claw her way through from up top.
Body
Oh.
breathing.
Sorry. Flesh fiending. How about that?
Well,
Slightly better.
so you'll excuse me if I convert all the oxygen in that sphere into nitrogen, right?
If you can attempt to grab it and reach it.
Don't need to. Area of effect. And it's within 5 feet of me then.
This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
Not you. It's nitrogen. I'm converting all the air inside the sphere into nitrogen.
Oh, inside the sphere. You're gonna suffocate her?
Listen, we started this arc by ripping a guy's arm off. I feel like we're past that point.
Let's do this, man. I've ripped the guy's throat already. Yes, let's do it.
And that is within range of tolerance. And it's seeing as it's not directly affecting her, there is no will save for this.
God damn.
I think this got rated more than the Saturday morning cartoons.
I don't know. If she passes out, that sphere dissolves and she's able to breathe again, so... She just falls
Yeah.
20 feet.
It's technically safer than, like,
What Dahlia's about to do?
Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, I did already shoot her in the chest, so, like, she's got limited oxygen intake anyway. She's gotta have some kind of disadvantage from that.
Yep. All right. So you do manage. So is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm just purely converting all the oxygen molecules in there into nitrogen.
He definitely does look uncomfortable now.
Oh, unless she's able to breathe pure nitrogen, she's going to be a lot more than uncomfortable.
Oh,
And that will be my turn.
all right. 1 second. It'll be Vumhilda's. I'm just double checking a couple of things.
I'm pretty sure she will have to make a fortitude save.
Yep.
Against
She has. She should have a minute. Should, at the very least.
She took a gunshot wound to the chest, Ace. She's got less than that.
Didn't the DM like rewind time or some shit so that there was no gunshot
No,
wound?
she
with
got
the-
shot
was one.
first, but she
There was
took
one.
she only took one bruise.
She got
He
shot.
chose to use the
but
Benny to react to create. Well, she was bruised, and she is dazed. Unless used that Benny to remove the daze.
I think he used his Benny to give himself a reaction. Because it takes a lot of points to put something as a reaction, usually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially when it's that
He
heavy.
used an instant counter. So she is still dazed unless you use another Benny to recover.
In which case, I've burned through yet another of your Bennies, GM.
No. She only has half immunity to suffocation attempts. Because she is a gravity manipulator, she probably goes flying through the atmosphere a lot. Especially since that would be part of a lot of the trials that the trifecta would be put through military experimentations.
Except for that's low oxygen, not no oxygen. Oxygen levels.
So once more, she'll be making fortitude checks to try to hold her breath from the weird change. She'll probably only have about 6 rounds, given the instant effect change.
You could have turned it to carbon monoxide.
Ugh.
No, that's probably too mean.
You mean, how are we going to teach the children how to be heroes if we're just killing off everybody with no means to rehabilitate?
To be fair,
teach
we are
them
the
the
children.
importance of carbon monoxide alarm. Duh.
Speaking of Rock and Prime, it's time for a PSA about carbon monoxide.
Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to always check your alarm. Fire alarms are designed to pick up on any sense of smoke, and if you disengage them or remove the battery at any point, you will be putting yourself at risk of carbon monoxide poisoning, which, while associated with fire, doesn't always mean there's a fire, but could mean a lack of oxygen, which could lead to suffocation and horrible death. Remember,
Carbon monoxide usually doesn't have much to do with fire at all.
I love the idea that he's saying this, but she can't hear it, so it just sounds like someone ranting as she's losing the ability to breathe.
I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Peanuts teacher. Works for me.
ooh, that is a rough time for Boomhilda.
Well, she should have
like
done
the
it
idea
before
that
she
if
held
she-
up the casino.
I like the idea that if she upholds the barrier, she might suffocate, but if she doesn't uphold the barrier, she's going to get attacked by a zombie immediately.
She survives half dozen of one and 6 of the other.
Well,
Let's see,
like,
double checking
saying
days.
her, she can still get away. The lack of air is not gonna change unless she does it. But okay,
Fuck is
that's
dazed?
Transient's turn. Who's next?
There it is. So the free action on a single standard action per round. The character may use that action before move. Okay.
Alright, you're wanting to know what dazed is?
Yeah, I just pulled it up. I got it checked. I go to initiative. So currently, Boomhilda seems to definitely be struggling as she suffers another bruise just from not being able to breathe. Which her means of only action seems to be breaking the barrier, as you all are suggesting.
Does she?
Yep. I'm gonna need
So you
everyone
frozen the
except
Walking
Dahlia,
Dead
who's
ending.
currently still falling down, to make another fortitude check, as the gravity field is remade in its stead.
I think Dahlia's immune.
Yeah, Dahlia's immune, but she's also falling straight down. Dahlia, I'm getting a toughness check.
She's falling straight down
Okay.
onto Broomhilda.
I'm immune to toughness as well.
You're
Dahlia's
immune-
not the one making checks here. I think Vroomhilda's the one making checks.
Yeah, I am directly on top of her. I was clambering onto the ball, but the ball is gone. I am still above her. I am still in place. She will be taken down with me.
The zombified bullet pointed at the head.
No, in this case, I'm more like, I'm still a panther who's just dropping down from the treetops right onto her. Complete with flailing claws.
So that would be an attack check versus her dodge. Or her parry, depending.
It's going for a close melee attack. It'd be parry.
Okay, so I'll just use my close combat.
And
I
she
was
does
supposed
not
to-
roll for it, Mayor, by the way. Her parry is just a plus 10 plus parry.
Why can't I see your roll? Oh, you just did R instead of roll.
Mayor does not roll against this. You roll against her defense.
Okay. 16.
You actually just missed it by 1.
No. Wait, do I get any kind of bonus for being, for the gravity reasserting itself?
Unfortunately, with how quick it was, no.
Darn. So she just, like, dodges out of the way midair?
Not so much dodges as some of the clothing rips off as you find yourself grabbing the loose clothing, and it tears off as you resume falling down towards the ground.
Wait, what
Oh
happened?
my. Okay.
What
Well, that's-
happened?
I landed on top of her, but, yes, like Jace is doing. I somehow
What's that?
only hit her clothes.
Oh, so your hand grabbed at the clothes while you were falling, and ripped them off.
Well, I was on top of her, so I think she just sort of wriggled out of the way.
She can do that.
She's able to move freely on her own gravity field, so more than likely what happened
Yeah,
was
she-
she simply pushed you and you managed to grab onto her, whatever loose clothing was on her arm, and it ripped as you fell.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, GM! Could I do it as a grapple check instead?
That would be a
That I can
standard
allow.
action. Wouldn't
Okay.
it be a standard action?
Well,
I don't know
this
why,
was-
but the idea of you trying to grab her and just ripping off a bunch of her clothes as you fall reminds me of a D&D adventure where the paladin used the command disrobe and the warlock responded as a means of censorship to just blow as much flesh off the enemy as possible.
Okay. Yeah, no, I still failed. I just got her close. Dang it. Now I'm gonna be known as the pervert who stripped someone in the casino.
Listen, if you tear off all their flesh in the meantime, then there won't be anything left for you to gawk at. Therefore, there will be no need for public censor bars.
I mean, you can argue that skinless woman is also something to censor.
We see it in science class all the time. That's fine. As long as they're not naked entirely with skin, it should be
Technically-
okay.
Technically, they are naked because you're removing their birthday suit.
I stand up and I have a pair of pants in my hand. And
Oh.
I say, "Oh God! Oh God! I'm sorry."
Look away, young children! Look away!
We already evacuated the children. It's
You
just
didn't
us.
evacuate me, though.
Spencer doesn't understand. He's fine.
Spencer
His
Spencer's a
intelligence
cat.
isn't high enough to comprehend.
Spencer's a
it's
cat.
just-
He's used to seeing everything naked.
Does Spencer have pants?
I have cats, yes, but here's the thing: cats are used to seeing everyone naked. And let's be honest, everyone.
There's no such thing as modesty for a cat.
No, there's
The
just
only
like,
reason why he's wearing clothes is because Puddle made him.
literally the only reason why
I also made him take a bath.
you made him. Somehow. Actually, not somehow. You told him to do it, and he's like, God.
But either way, the gravity field is reasserted. Woomhilda is less
Okay.
clothed. Dahlia's on the ground. This is a beautiful mental image. And by beautiful, I mean very colored.
So, as you manage to land, leaving a slight imprint into the stone, but still keeping your head and the rest of your body intact, strings still screaming at the weight of the gravity now. You do manage to hear her with the air bubble now popped, gasping for air, breathing and now screaming. If I can post this just properly.
Oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna translate that and see what I get. And if it comes up with something horrible, I'm blaming you.
Oh,
I know. My something, my something.
My dresses, my modesty.
Ah.
mein Glieder, my beds are sitting. Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry,
Clyder.
you got it very wrong, but you're doing fine.
Das Heidenheit.
Das Heidenheit.
Das Heidenheit.
Das Heidenheit?
That's
You'll
Heid.
get it eventually. Keep going.
Heid,
Yeah.
like the Heid.
I thought we were speaking
Hi.
German, not Jewish.
Is that her turn, or is she going to do something else after screaming about her modesty?
She is currently dazed. Reasserting the field was an action.
Then I believe that's Puddle.
Yep, it's Puddle's turn. Puddle,
Oh.
you're still currently outside of the Class at Casino. The field that was off allowed a couple of the people to run out, but before you can make any proper motion, the field was reasserted. Do you want to give me another fortitude check before you make any motions to see if you're still at least upright?
Yeah, we'll see if the dice like me today.
Do
As I
it! Do it!
readjust.
Yep, that's a good beat.
Yeah, the dice say fuck you.
Yes, yes. Puddle once more proving that she is the main character today.
Always the main character. All my fails are just character development.
Yes.
Character development in the works.
So you're able to move against the reasserted gravity field. How will you move and what will you do?
I'm saving
what will you do and
people.
how will you...
That's my
Right.
goal, is to save people. My complication is doing good. Doing good is helping the people. Especially since I know how violent my party members are.
Yes,
Not
very.
violent. I do what you say.
Ironically, the one being that
I-
doesn't have a face seems to be the face of the party. Speaking of, get a Benny for continuing to help people.
Thank you. To be fair, I was not even talking about Spencer.
Oh, well, I feel better now.
Well, you have a zombie who's hungry for flesh, and Transient was just trying to knock her out. Easiest way to do that.
Choke a bitch. Not gonna lie, he tried to choke a bitch by turning air to nitrogen.
Understand, Jace isn't confident enough yet to fly in and just scramble her brain. So you've got that going for you.
Keyword yet.
If that
So-
gravity field pops again, I'll consider it.
Let's see, and
I would like to point out it's nicer than eating her soul.
Yes, I assume that's gonna happen eventually, though.
Ah, yes, the varying degrees. They can be eaten alive, have their soul ripped out, or be forced into having an aneurysm.
Or, a strong guy could just grab their arms, put them behind their back, and be like, just follow me to the police station.
to be fair, our water person here did try to literally waterboard a military person in a secret base. Let's not forget the dangers here.
I'm
All I
still
did
caught
was-
up in the latex coffins.
I'd like to cast Punch. Pretty much my entire character. I cast Fist in your face.
I would like to point out we are X-Men and not Justice Friends.
No, we are not.
Now, hang on a second. Even the Justice Friends break people's spines. Let's be real here.
The Justice Friends did no such thing.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
pretty
how
sure
the
Batman
universe
broke a
did.
lot of people's spines.
No, the Justice Friends did no such thing. The Justice League, on the other hand, is a completely different matter.
Different matter. Now that we're getting those two separated, let's go back to the task at hand. Wilda, would you mind giving me a athletics check to continue moving these people unhindered by the gravity field, please?
Yeah, give me a moment. I'm working on it. I need to pull up my sheet again. Thought my turn was over. Athletics? Okay.
Once more, fuck the DM.
Look,
that
the
amount?
dice
That's
are
2 degrees.
rewarding me for helping.
With that amount, that's 2 degrees. You're able to help 5 people out of the range. There's still at least 7 left that we're
Yeah.
trying to make their break out of the newly made openings of the class act.
Mm-hmm. And I'm using parts of my elongation to help move people.
Oh yes, as I was expecting you to. Moving on with the initiative. Back up to the top. Jace, it's you and Rockin' Prime now.
Rocking.
Rockin' Prime isn't going to move from his spot since the last place he was, last I recall, was aiming at the ceiling. He's not going to move, and he's just going to shoot.
Go ahead and add a +2 improvement given the fact that you were not only brought up by a unique 15-foot platform pillar made by Transient, but for the short couple of seconds that there wasn't a gravity field, he was able to adjust his arm properly and aim at the ceiling before the gravity field kicked on again.
It was a +5 before, so it's +7 now, right?
For his natural shooting, I believe
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Okay. Do I shoot the ceiling?
Yes, ceiling needs to make a toughness check now, right?
Yes, so it's the materials toughness +10.
All right, let me double check the material list.
I am being told by the stat thing here that the DC is 18 or something.
Yes, so it would be its toughness times D20 plus toughness versus the 18. How much it can resist.
This should be considered. Let's see.
Ceiling would be drywall. Maybe concrete, but I highly doubt it.
I think would be more comparable to like anywhere
You did
between
descri-
wood and stone, given the fact that it's man-made.
I thought
Man-made.
you described it earlier as a drop ceiling.
No, I described it as it looks like a drop ceiling. The ceiling itself was originally at 100 foot. Remember, the gravity field brought it down to about
okay.
25 feet mark.
So is there just people paste in the ceiling?
Probably.
No one has done perception checks on that. We're going to ignore that.
I'm just wondering if it's going to rain red, like, if it's just going to be red when I blow a hole in the ceiling.
So
I've heard betting on this.
honestly,
So
I'd
much more.
put it between Ice and wood. So 2 or 3. Your choice.
We'll give it a +2. That's right, kiddos. For drywall, we're going to consider it having a 2 in toughness,
Yeah, it
Only
is
bec-
weaker than wood.
but can survive a lot more weather, just not, an onslaught of water, as I found out today.
I don't recall.
Oh,
That is 3 degrees of failure.
And like the water, you now see it just sprinkling down as a wonderful, decent, we'll say, 5-foot hole in diameter is made.
Can JC Brunhild or Brunhild or whatever the fuck her name? Can JC Hilda through the hole?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, let me check my modifier. I think it's a ridiculous one. It's
Yeah.
a ridiculous one.
Doesn't want primary because she wants 100% legal custody.
Yep, go ahead and give me that. No bonuses. You swear you just see a little bit of clothing tatters flying in the opening from what you can see, and you can see Dahlia on the ground clutching to what seems to be fabric as she's trying to pull herself up. But you don't see the body that those clothing were attached to. You do sense that that they are not too far away from the hole, though.
Can
If
I
that
use
helps.
my movement to readjust so that I can see better?
Well, yes, you haven't moved yet.
I would like to move so that I can see better through the hole. I'm not going to lower myself, but I'm going to move around up top to see. I have 120 feet of movement per round while using Electroflight, so I just move around until I can get a better view.
All right. You don't have to move too far. You're still outside the of the main affection field. Affliction field?
I'm not getting any closer. I'm just staying at my altitude, moving around until I can get a view on her.
When you finally angle yourself to where you can see at least the lower portion of her body, the legs, and like the little bit of not little bit, but the decent amount of fabric dress floating around. You can tell that that's where your target is at.
Cool. I am going to use Lightning Bolt for the first time.
All right, let me go back and double check that lightning bolt.
The +9, I'm pretty sure, because this one's listed under attacks.
Yep, +9
So that'll be a-
DC 20.
Yep, so +9 to hit. DC 20, I believe it's fortitude or is it toughness?
Lightning damage, increased range, standard instant, damage 5.
So that'd be a toughness versus 20.
Nope. Yep.
How many degrees
swear
of
to
failure
God.
is that?
That is 3 degrees of failure from what I can tell.
I can
That is
see how
not a-
damage works.
That is not an incapacitation. That will be staggered. If she gets hit by another 3rd degree of failure, then she will be incapacitated.
And then probably eaten.
That's my turn. I just shocked the hell out of her.
As everyone hears a horrible scream coming from their flying ne'er-do-welder, as lightning seems to shoot up from a opening in the rooftop with a careening zap. A loud hissing can be heard.
As
Coming
if
from
Zeus
this-
himself said, "Fuck this bitch."
Oh yeah, definitely. Fuck this bitch.
That's my turn. So it's on to Catman.
Yep. Now we're on to Spencer, who is going to who's I believe was helping the lady on the table, or was going to take the table and help himself to some more damage attacks.
So let's see here. Where's the Broomhilda right now? She's on the bottom floor, but she's flying again.
She's still flying, yes. She just got zapped by a random lightning bolt. I say random, but we all know that Jace tossed it at her.
As far as everyone who has not seen me throw lightning before, which is everyone is concerned, it was random.
Okay. Let's see here. What's around me right now? Is the woman on top of the table? Well, the gravity field's back up.
She did manage to slip off of the table. The letter is still on the table.
All right. How big is this table?
Let's see. Spencer's what 4 foot 5 feet? 4 foot.
He is
and a half?
currently 5'8".
No, 5'8". Okay.
He's getting bigger though.
So the
By
table
the
comes
way-
up to just about your, just a little bit above your belly button area.
So, Mayor,
Yes.
shouldn't Rockin' Prime do a PSA about being outside in lightning storms?
Well,
One
he was
PSA per
inside.
game.
DM's like, nah, no more PSAs today. I'm done.
We've hit our quota. That's enough.
Although he will say, smoking!
He's not the mask.
The condition of Boomhilda's legs after all the sores start cooling down.
Ugh, why you gotta make me think like that? Ugh.
Well,
I mean, it's better than third-degree burns, but not by much.
As someone who got first and second degree burns on their arm, agreed. Agreed.
Fair enough.
Wait a minute. I gotta go. You continue with what you're doing. I gotta go check something.
Okay.
So what are you doing, Spencer?
well, I wasn't sure that I was able to talk since everyone else kept making references.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Just wasn't sure if people were done or not. Didn't want to.
Oh, once more, reins are taken back. Spencer, you do have that table near you. You do see the love letter on there. You do see the lady running, attempting to run off before being reflattened onto the ground of that particular floor there by the gravity field. What do you do?
Well, let's see here. I'm gonna do what Spencer does best, I guess, and look over at Broomhilda. And is there a clear shot for me to just jump over the railing as hard as I can and just slam up and just kind of as fast? Basically, I want to move fast enough to go straight as soon as I jump off the balcony and just tackle her into the other side of the building.
I'm gonna get an easy fortitude check since you're going to move within the field now.
Oh, well, I've been okay. Fortitude check, you said.
Yes, my good sir.
That's gonna be +6, I believe. That's gonna be a 20.
Yep, you're able to do it, no problems. Once more, Avery is saying DM is full of shit today.
Not full
Lovely.
of shit. Just sometimes dice don't work out too well.
Yep, real cool. So once more, you're able to take a few steps back before launching yourself straight through the air, defying her gravity field. Are you attempting to grab her or strike her? Just so I may know. If you're grabbing, it will be a grapple check.
Yeah, I'm tackling her. I'm using a slam attack. I am slamming my body full force into this woman, as hard as catly possible.
All right. Go ahead and give me that, I guess, unarmed check.
It's not unarmed.
There's
Slam
another-
attacks are a little different. I'll look it up for you, and I'll go with paste what I find. Slam attack.
legal child support, but I paid her.
So the way that slam attacks work, let's see here. A slam attack is a charge with a potential +2 circumstance bonus to damage. Upside of a charge is you combine attack with a move for a standard action. Downside is a -2 to hit. Looks like what it is. I'm trying to find it.
So it would be your unarmed attack a -2 for a +2 damage buff.
Yep. That's what I would be doing. Just all pretty fast, straight off the balcony, slamming right into her and just tackling her into the other side of the building.
All right, give me the roll.
What would the roll be?
It's your unarmed
Okay, so roll
at
1d20.
-2. D20 with your unarmed at -2.
So +4. That is gonna be a 14. I'm gonna use a Benny on that.
For the reroll.
Hold on, Benny -1. Okay, well, give me a second. I'm going to add this to it. So roll 1d20 +4. That is going to be a 19.
All right.
And that's against her.
That will beat her parry.
Okay.
So I managed to meet her.
So what is your damage on your standard
My
attacks?
damage on my standard, it's strength-based damage, and it's a base of 1 with a strength of 6, so damage 7 +2, damage 9.
So that's a DC 19 toughness, good sir.
DC 19 toughness. I can't believe I did that. I was legitimately expecting not to do that. Just failing.
And hers is currently at a -3.
-3, so she passes. Just, yeah.
That'd be 21 then.
21. Sounds good.
So she will not take a bruise. That is a successful toughness check.
However, I'm guessing with my strength and my speed, what happens, DM?
So you launch yourself, defying her gravity once more as you slam shoulder first into her waist, catching her completely off guard since she was just recently fried by a lightning bolt through the ceiling. But as you try to take her over towards the wall that you were aiming for, she seems to spin in place.
Ace, she'll get taken with him.
No, sorry.
She
Yeah.
just won't take any bruises off of it.
She just won't take any bruises, but I am slamming her against the opposite wall as hard as I literally can.
Right.
Without-
So as you bring her towards the wall, you do feel her pushing up against you, seeming to cushion the landing that would have gone as you try to impact the wall. Does that sound better?
Yeah. Wait. Where am I now in comparison to her?
I believe currently in the air with her currently in your grapple, right? Since you did a slam attack, or
Slam
you need-
attack, she's against the wall right next to him. So she's on the other side.
I basically did a Mr. Incredible, where I
Yes.
saved the guy from basically just through the middle of the air, grabbed them.
all right.
Because that's where she
I
would be.
was- yeah.
She successfully failed the attack, but she took no bruises. So essentially, what happened was she got grabbed, she got nabbed out of the air, and she managed to either reduce or increase the gravity to cushion her fall on the other side.
Yep. Let's see here. What
Alright.
other stuff can I do?
Wait, so
Um,
through the wall?
I wanted to get her through the wall. I wanted to, but it was, I don't know.
She
I don't
probably
understand if she could cushion her fall.
Yeah, she can cushion her fall, so she didn't take much damage, but up to DM.
so you can either have her through the wall or not through the wall, Mare.
We'll have her through the wall.
Just out the other side of the casino, straight into the street.
Yep. Well, not in the street, but definitely outside of the casino now.
Oh, good.
Gravity
is she
force
still-
being
Oh God.
following her.
I just realized what I did. DM, are we on the ground or is she still flying and I'm holding onto her waist?
She's still flying. You're holding onto her waist as you burst through to the other side. And we're going to say you pushed her about 10, 15 feet. Does that sound good? As you burst
Sounds
through the
good.
other side?
Yeah,
Dragging
just-
that field with her. Now that anyone closer to the left side, which I believe would be tracking. Jace, but he's currently outside of the field already. Tracking the Dahlia and Transient as well as Rockin' Prime. I think everyone would see that the people closest to the right of the wall in about 5 foot radius, 5 foot length, are still suffering the effects of the gravity field. But you guys are now currently free from the field. Wilder, you're able to see people start making a run for it, going from the left across as you feel the gravity field also moved from you. I believe
Cool.
that will be it for Spencer's turn, unless he was going to do something else. Let's see. He did his movement, action. Anything else, Spencer? Anything for a bonus action, I believe? Or is there still.
There is no bonus action.
actions.
There is
I
no
love making
bonus
that joke.
action, but I'm checking something. I have nothing. Oh wait, activation. Okay. I still have my move, but I can't activate my claws because that would require me to not have moved and use that instead. Because it's
Yeah,
an activation.
you used your move for the
Okay, yeah.
For
so,
the slam
like,
attack.
For the slam attack as hard as I could, and it was a good attempt. She just rolled real high. Let's see here. I'm checking everything I can do. Everything I have. Takedown, improved initiative, evasion, block.
I don't think you can do anything.
No, I know I can't. I'm just looking at everything like, haha. Anyways,
You could free action drop yourself. Let go.
I'm
Unless
not
you wanna
letting
hold on to
go. I am. You know what?
Dolly's
As
gonna shout, "Let go! I'm gonna shoot her ass!"
Spencer's gonna shout back. You mean those things that ping off my head? Go ahead. So he's gonna basically help Dahlia by getting straight behind Broomhilda in an attempt to just kind of pin her arms and everything down by giving her one of the strongest vice grips she's ever felt, or chokeholds, I guess,
Thank you.
like he saw on WWE as a cat.
He's pulling a Goku.
Yes.
Full Nelson!
Oh no.
Alright. I'll take it. I'm next, right?
Yep, Dahlia, it is your turn.
What
Well,
bonus do I get for him holding her in place for his Goku maneuver?
Double check if Spencer has teamwork.
I do not. I have no teamwork. I am dumb.
Maybe a +2.
Okay. Alright, well I've got my assault rifle still. There is a convenient hole in the wall now.
Yes,
It
but
looks
that's
like
currently on the second
Good
floor.
targeting
You're
range.
Okay, I run outside and I take aim with my assault rifle. And I got 5 shots, so I'm gonna do D6 plus 2 plus a D8. Roll 1d20.
I just realized that I'm immune to the damage from the assault rifle you have.
Yeah, it has no penetration, so.
Yep. Okay,
Oh,
15.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Spencer, what's your rating? The invulnerability?
My impervious toughness is impervious toughness 6.
Geez, she's
Well,
rolling
yeah.
crappy today.
Now
There
you
we
doesn't
go.
want to hurt Spencer.
Yeah, she's still got that knee-jerk can't hurt friend. But she rolled 2 15s and a 19. Hopefully some of those will hit.
Well, the,
I mean,
the two 15s were close, but no cigars. That 19 actually caught her pretty well. So let me give that toughness check for that one.
Yeah,
So-
remember that's a DC 20 toughness at -3.
Yep. And
So she
I'm
still has
holding
3
them
bruises.
down. I'm holding down.
So that'd be a +3 to her toughness then, altogether. 13.
That is 2 degrees of failure. That is another bruise. And given that staggered is actually greater than
Dazed and
50,
hit.
so she's already staggered. Staggered supersedes dazed.
Cool.
So no more damage besides the fact she's up to 4 bruises in total.
Yep.
Anything else, Dahlia?
Let's see.
Actually, you know what? Could you do me a favor?
Uh-oh. What would that be?
Would you mind giving me one of those rolls? We'll see.
Oh, no.
Oh,
But yeah, I will.
my
Okay,
God, this burden! I have a gun. I have to shoot it down and eat it.
The plus side is she's nowhere near any people. And
Yeah,
she's already
everyone
used
else
her
ran
move.
away. But I am near allies.
No, you're not. You're not within 5 feet of us.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
You say that you don't think she's within people. And thankfully, she did make the save this time.
Yes, I didn't fight anyone, gosh dang it.
You were able to shake off the strange pain as you hear Broomhilda howl in pain from being shot in the waist. Right off the hip.
Dahlia kind of twitches a bit, but she gets herself together. Yay, monstrous plus Benny.
Yep, gain a Benny. Transient! It is your turn.
Hmm. Huh. Rockin' Prime? Throw me at the target, please. As I point towards Woomhilda.
Alright, so you'll be readying your action.
Yep.
Okie dokie. And that will give Buddy Boy a +5 to his already massive throw. With him.
And that will be my turn, so
Alrighty. Yeah, done.
Sorry, DM. Did you say I was going to be adding a +5 to a throw?
yes, because he's supposed to throw me.
Oh dear. Okay.
And double checking one thing on our dear transient here. You believe this this next portion will be part of his fighting style, his ninjutsu, if you will.
I am ninjutsu. I am ninja.
So this would play into that. So yeah, the +5 would be benefiting from that. Whoop, whoop. All right. So moving on to Woomhilda, who is now struggling to remain in the air with a cat person clawing at her,
Not clawing at her, just restraining her arms and legs.
restraining her arms and legs.
And it is pretty hard to move. Well, not that she might not even need to move.
Second. Copy that.
Haha!
She struggles within your grasp as she says, God damn it. Paste.
God damn it, paste, my god, how horrifying.
But, you know, with German in it.
Mein Gott! Pest!
You do see here shouting this to no one in particular.
I'm going to copy that and translate it, and Spencer won't know a single word of what she's saying. But that's okay.
Because she is shouting this, and Dahlia is close by. Let me send this to Dahlia as well.
And to the Google Translate we go. I think I see industrialist in there.
So
Oh God, she's communicating to the other people.
he's going to attempt to break out of your hold.
She can try.
Right, with a -3.
Yes, and I have no idea what she's saying, but my God, I wish I did. You can feel free to tell the people.
Before I attempt to roll. One second.
Oh my God.
DM, are you using Google Translate?
Maybe.
Please tell me you're. Google Translate gets so much wrong. It's not funny.
Well, yeah, but we're not trying to be right. We're just trying to be entertaining.
That's why it is funny, because it gets so much wrong.
Understand, we're not aiming for accurate. We're aiming for generic German from a Saturday morning cartoon.
That's the plan, baby.
Blah 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 blah. Yes.
Side note, I like to imagine that all of the visceral real damage and the eating people and stuff is all Transient's fault, in the vein of that one episode of Supernatural where they went into Scooby-Doo and made everything real and actually dangerous.
Yep.
Oh god, that was such a great episode.
You brought magic and sorcery and alchemy into this world that was all cartoon logic, and now everything has consequences.
Spence, we're aiming for the 4-Kids, but we're somehow getting Madhouse.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Helbrecht would be proud.
You know, that works. That works. Yes, perfect. Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, that works. Perfect.
We were
So,
aiming for Cartoon Network, and instead we got Adult Swim.
And she only has one action to use, GM.
One action.
one action, yes.
And she's half speed as well.
I could just have Spencer choke her out, but that would be a little too not Spencer.
That would be not so Spencer, wouldn't it?
Spencer's like, oh, I have to knock her out? Okay, just punches the back of her head as hard as he can. Oh, God. Well, either way, Transient's about to take care of something. Oh!
Yeah, that she's making no success as she's trying to wiggle her way out of your field.
Oof.
Or out of your grasp.
I think as flavor, Spencer could go something like, guys, she's moving and she feels like an ant. What do I do?
Petal, this is your...
Hold her!
I'm not there.
Oh God!
They're
There's
outside.
More German. There's more
Oh.
German, and I don't know what it means. And Spencer can repeat it, but I don't know what it means.
Yeah, they're outside right now, so you can hear all this.
Oh.
Okay.
God
Oh, what
damn
was
it!
it? I wasn't
Right.
paying attention.
1 second. I gotta send a couple of things to you. 1 second.
Okay.
GM, how did you forget that Puddle was outside?
Oh dear.
Triangulation. Triangulation. Forgot she was in an angle where she could hear.
I
course.
hope people here can understand what German is, or at least Jace can translate with his automatic mind
Zalia
recall.
is in the German class in high school, so she at least can understand some of it. I just confirmed with Ace.
And Ace, by the way, if Transient can actually hear her screaming this, he's fluent in German.
And I'm sure you would also be able to help translate once everyone starts trying to repeat these words to you.
Spencer's probably going to say something like, she sounded like a nutcracker from that special place that's called What's it called again? Burmany?
So she is cursing a lot then.
Burgundy? No.
She is not cursing.
I remember the name of the country now. Swaziland.
That's what you're hearing at the current moment. As she seems to be struggling, unable to escape from Spencer's grasp. Speaking of, Puddles, it is your turn. What would you like to do with this knowledge?
Uh,
Why the
oh,
heck?
okay. I see. I see what has happened. I don't understand it because she's not in a language class yet.
Spencer cannot even read.
Can you bring her down, Spence?
Free action to respond at all?
I will ask that you wait on your turn.
Yes, sir.
And I get the people out because I get more people out because I've asked him to bring her down and I don't want them hurt.
All right, go ahead and give me another athletics check on moving them people.
Okay.
Them people.
Moving the people to free my soul.
My brain has stopped working. Oh, I don't have that copy and pasted anymore. Steal yours.
I just had an evil idea.
You're gonna
God
throw.
damn it.
You're gonna throw transient. What are you talking about?
Transient has held their turn until they get yeeted, right?
15.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, Jace is going to do some talking to Transient and ask him a question that is going to be very cruel.
You were able to pull out at least another two people out of the danger area. There seems to only be about another 3 people left since a couple others managed to run away during the quick scuffle.
Okay.
Going back to the top of the round, Jace.
As it's Jace's turn, he's gonna fly over, staying out of range, and aim down at the lady. But before that, he is going to speak through Rocking Prime, who is preparing to yeet Transient, and ask, if I get you close enough, do you think you can turn her clothing into copper?
Oh no!
I could, but we got a cat on her.
I have a feeling the cat will be fine.
Actually, he wouldn't.
I'll throw you. Let's see what happens.
Path of least resistance.
All right, go ahead and give Rockin' Prime's throw. Don't forget that +5.
Joke because of the copper.
Ye.
I'm using throw.
Yeah, you're
Bro.
lobbing him.
You're lobbing
Okay.
them.
I'm
Like
hoping
a
I've done
tennis
this math
ball.
right, and that I'm not using the wrong stat. If
Throw
I am
is
using the
the
wrong
right
stat, please just subtract the number that I did it wrong by.
You get a
Oh my!
Oh my god!
Oh!
That is a nat 20,
You have bulldozed her, sir.
which gives me a +5 to my attacks.
Angle and position. Calibrating wind pressure. Taking into account unique gravity pull from unique source. And please keep your arms inside the right at all times. Launch. You find yourself being flung out at great force, Transient. Your the new momentum increasing your momentum. What are you doing once you start getting in range to touch, strike, grab, and or slap?
Oh,
This-
let's aim to eat her soul twice because I now have multi-attack.
Oh yeah.
Yay! Wait, what?
So
He's
that's
gonna-
number. Wow.
Oh, come on!
Nope, I'm Bennying that. I will use a Benny on that to get rid of that frickin' nat one.
It's the Dementor.
And yes, that is at a plus 18 to hit.
no.
It's the
What?
Dementia.
It's
That
the
is a 23 to
Dementia.
hit.
That definitely probably
Technically,
hits.
that's
No, my base is
Ooh.
plus 13. The plus 5 bonus is at an 18.
okay. No.
And
But
30
what I'm
to
saying is because you rolled a 5 and you used a Benny for the heroic reroll.
So that's 33.
33.
Yes.
So 30 and 33 to rip her soul out.
So, first is damage. So, because these are melee attacks, taking a look real fast. I believe my basic one is. There you are. That will just be a basic 11 damage. So a DC 11 to hit, DC 11 toughness at a -4 for her currently.
If they just fail this, I don't know why Broomhild is even a supervillain.
To be fair, she's been shot a few times.
Okay,
She has been
that
shot a
is
few
a
times.
success against the damage, but do it for the second attack. That's for the physical damage that is being dealt to her because these are melee attacks. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Now,
It's part of
now
the
comes
trifecta.
and now comes the other half that she has to do.
Which one is this based on?
This will be a DC 16 Fortitude save, twice at -4.
Because of the
Oh.
bruises, right?
Boy, oh boy.
hmm
And the stagger.
And the stagger.
The stagger will not actually impose any minuses.
So
Just
here's
means
the first one.
Oh!
that is 2 degrees of failure.
I really hope she does not roll lower, because that would be bad for her.
She rolled
Oh!
lower. That is
rolled
a
lower.
full set of degrees of failure. She is now incapacitated from those two
Does she
hits.
just- Does she just fall down?
So
Yep.
you land into her. Unfortunately, Spencer is tossed off, but he lands safely on the ground because he's a cat. But you land on her with such force that you go flying an extra 20 feet. In the midst of this tussle, flying about, while she's able to handle the punches, she was not expecting the sudden surge on her life force to be drained from.
How'd I get knocked off?
Because Transient was being flung by Rockin' Prime at such a velocity. You know, while you slowed down, you already slammed her through a wall and came to a dead stop. And then he came with extra force.
That's fair. I just dropped down to basically get ready to catch both of them.
Yep. So what happens is you come flying out, fist cocked. I punch her right in the face, dealing no physical damage, but stripping away a portion of her soul. Oh, and then I flip around and punch her right in the back. As I land gently on the ground while she goes flying.
How far away?
Landing about 20 feet into one of the faux trees that's barely keeping her, from hitting the ground. You do hear several snaps of the plastic, flying off as she comes down a few branches.
You want my acrobatics to land?
I can just catch you.
Let me double check your acrobatics. Nah, you're good. You're good.
Important question, DM. How quickly is all this happening? Because if I don't know that she's incapacitated, I probably would shock her.
This all happened within about 6 seconds, I want to say.
So would I have noticed that she's not moving yet, or...
That'll
I think
depend.
Prime would be fully aware and notify you. I think you're in contact with him.
Well, he's outside. He just threw me through the hole at Brunhilde. So this would be your perception check, I believe, Jace. Mare?
Well, I have a high perception, but I really want to roll low, just out of character.
Go ahead and give me...
If you do that, you coup de grace her, and we kind of need her for information.
You're trying to figure out if that actually might have taken her out. Give me an insight check, actually.
Okay, let me check my insight. I think that's one of the ridiculous modifiers too.
Hmm.
Let me go find my list.
We're not.
Oh,
killing
that's
anyone.
one of the ridiculous modifiers.
Yeah.
Oh no!
While you were trying to convince yourself, maybe just a little bit more damage, seeing how she just fumbles down in the tree, yeah, she's probably not getting up immediately after that.
My
It'd
motivation
be
is doing good.
overkill.
I assume that since she's out, that the gravity field has stopped. Yes.
Darn tootin'. Everything
My
has
motivation is
returned to
doing
being
good.
normal.
I'm going to go down and try to bandage her wounds before she bleeds out.
Spencer will go around the casino making sure everything is okay and giving that love letter back to the woman.
So, DM, will this be a treatment roll to try and fix her wounds so she's not dying?
While she does seem to be horribly beaten up, your passive treatment is actually enough to allow her to allow you to
Is
keep
there
her.
a passive treatment? I thought you had to roll every time.
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead, roll for it.
I mean, it's one of my ridiculous modifiers, DM.
Yeah.
The lowest I can get is an 18.
Go ahead and give yourself a +5 bonus to that. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a 22. Oh
because
dear.
transient will help.
I think
So
they're
both-
fine.
So just as you come over, already seeing how much damage she's gonna need, kind of giving a little scoff at seeing the legs kind of skew in the same way you look down and shrug off the idea. You hear transient go, you might want to like brace that.
I imagine visually it's like, man, that doesn't look bent the right way. And then I look down and my legs are swinging back and forth limp under me in the middle of the electric current.
You managed to invent a new form of surgery to get the bullets out.
I would like to imagine that at some point in this campaign, Jace is eventually going to give himself the robo legs that one fucker from Metal Gear 5 had.
At some point, when we reach that time point.
What are you
For
talking
now.
about? You're going to give yourself a full-on nanomachine, i.e., Metal Gear Solid Revenge, Metal Gear Revengeance.
Strong.
So all the people have basically fled now?
And
Since the field
after
is
this one
technically
is
down?
stabilized... Go ahead.
I mean, technically the field is down. She's unconscious.
Well, I was just going to say that after this one is not dying, I'm going to go around and see if anyone else needs treatment. See if there are any injured peoples or anything.
Yeah, I'll help him along creating any tools that he needs as we go along.
All right. So as you guys make your repair, you're just helping people get back up, right? And you're fixing certain vehicles.
Vehicles,
Dahlia
people,
come up
etc.
to you guys. She is going to try to not look at any injured people and keep you between her and the injured people as she translates what she was able to pick up of the German and tries to recreate the words that she didn't understand.
Alright, transient will fully translate then.
All right.
Well,
Actually, oh, sorry. Let me send this over to somebody real quick.
I was going to say that to help with the Dahlia situation and just make sure that things are okay, I'm going to ask Rockin' Prime once the battle has technically ended to just go and bear hug the unconscious Hilda so that she's not going to go anywhere and Dahlia is not going to be left alone with an unconscious enemy.
All right. Go ahead and have Rockin' Prime do an insight check real quick.
I don't know how to do that for Rockin' Prime.
I don't know that Rockin' Prime has insight.
I don't think Rockin' Prime has anything except the basics. I don't think he has skills.
Perception, persuasion, laser damage.
That's all my
acrobatics. All right,
Yeah,
so
it would be equivalent to yours because you're able to be in two minds at once, so...
And I'm not with the unconscious person. I am with you, following you guys around. So So I am deliberately not going near the unconscious.
So the people we've left with our unconscious enemy, who has proven to be a dangerous threat, are the cat, who's an idiot, and the robot, who's an idiot.
Yes.
No.
Just a note, she has to take the entire rest time in order for her to get up from my effects. Because my stuff is incurable. Natural time is the only way to cure it.
Yes.
That has alleviated some of my concern and actually given me more concern, because I've just realized that the guy who you severely harmed can just use time powers to fix himself.
No, that's
That was
not
a different
full-
power.
That was a different power. The power I used on her, the soul absorption, can only be cured through the time to restore the natural reserves of energy.
That
Okay.
time guy had his arm turned from flesh to sand.
Yep.
Right, but he can warp time, so presumably he can undo that.
No.
Not likely. He can't reverse it. He can slow it down and he can stop it.
Yeah, he cannot make it go faster.
Okay, I'll take your guys' word for that.
How
How
he
many
might
more
be able to
treatment
make it go
checks am I gonna
faster,
need to
but
take,
It's
unless he's got a
Either
reason
way,
power.
You have to beefcakes making sure no one gets too close.
1 second.
Wilda's also gonna help with the
Treatment.
treatment.
And Dahlia's telling you about some chemical warfare stuff, so it's kind of important.
Okay, so in order, the ladder post was the first one. The former post was the second one. Transient.
All right. Would you like to just give me the straight English version? Player is not fluent in German. Character is fluent in German.
It's basically there are sound seem deadly. Go back to the abandoned apartment, and then the second thing was grab the vials. Yeah, I forgot it. Hang on, let me go back to it.
grab the vials, prepare the last resort. They seem deadly.
Yeah. So chemical warfare upcoming. So bad news.
Hold on. Jace, your technopath. How far is it?
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it's a mile.
If she's
It's a
got a
mile.
radio, if she's got a radio on her, you'd be able to trace that signal.
Okay. Let's make sure no one's dying first, and then I will do that. Priority is saving human lives right now.
All right, I'm gonna copy that. I'm just gonna go to Google Translate.
Sorry, I'm almost finished. I thought I saved and damn thing overrid it.
Oh. Hey DM, I would like to. This is so evil. Okay, DM, I have come up with a way where we can get the information we need from the recently incapacitated Hilda, and it's a brutal form of interrogation that I know you're gonna love. While we're treating people, I'm going to have Rockin' Prime be on loop telling Hilda about the rules of the fitness pacer test.
Oh, Lord.
I have.
So while we're healing people, that's all Hilda's hearing, just the robotic voice full of
She's gonna
enthusiasm.
be
The fitness
unconscious.
grand pacer test.
She's still gonna be unconscious because of the soul thing. She's not gonna wake up until after a full rest period.
Ah, damn, never mind then.
That's the problem
I'll
with
use
my
it on
power.
the next one.
So that's the information that you were able to pick up from the German that was spoken.
Okay, I'm dropping this into Cul-de-sac Lounge.
As everyone helps trying to constrain constrain and treat Wumhilda in her current state of affairs. You can tell she is obviously wearing a transmitter. The transmitter seems to ping back over to two areas. One up over in the food district area, in the food sector area, by one of the supermarkets, and another one over at the rich estates.
So wait, is this transmitter transmitting audio or just location?
Audio. Apparently, they're communicating somehow.
Yeah, think of it like a long range radio. So they're just transferring audio signals.
Talkies. Oh yeah.
Excellent. I am going to have Rockin' Prime do the Fitness Grand Pacer thing into the transmitter.
I've got it set on my YouTube thing here. I can play it if I want to.
Oh no!
Please do. Please do. Well, we've still got 10 minutes. Please do.
I'm trying, but my computer won't let me do anything.
Damn.
Let me see if I can bring it up on my my stupid TV. Oh, you got it?
All right. So while you're doing that, what else are you guys going to do? And what was Dahlia doing, real quick?
Dahlia had explained what she'd heard, and now she's just kind of like trying to avoid the bloody body of Wumhilda because she does not trust herself after her little backside, and she's trying
go ahead,
to.
All right, go ahead and give real quick before we get ready to wrap this up for the session. Give me a quick perception check.
Okay.
I just realized something.
Yes.
Wilda wants to go to the one near the grocery store.
I wonder why. Is it because her dad's near there?
It's because her dad's work is by there, yeah.
To the grocery store we go.
I got a 17.
Hold on. Before we leave, there's just a bunch of broken slot machines, and I've got Rockin' Prime with me, right?
They're property of the
yes.
actual. No.
Okay. Transient, I'm going to need your help with this. I would like to make use of my advantage, and that advantage is Inventor. And I would like to use my technology check, hopefully with Transient's assistance, and all the spare electronic stuff, to try and make a set of power-restraining handcuffs.
I can do that.
Only one pair or multiple? Because we've got multiple.
I mean, I can make multiple right now. I'm just saying I need to make some while we've got the technology
How
on it.
long would that take is the question. We don't have time.
Yeah.
He's wanting to use the transmutation to transform them.
Right, I'm
So-
using my technology skill and his transmutation to make this work.
So what he's wanting to do is he needs to create the invention really fast, so the plan's in his head.
So I'm going to need you to give me what would be the best way to give an artistic expression of trying to quickly draw up a schematic to be followed. Would that be technology?
I can play with logistics.
Wait, what?
My expertise is logistics. I can finally use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he technically can,
Alright.
because that would be part of logistics.
Give me that logistics, my dude.
And it's one of my ridiculous mods.
All right, while you're doing that, Spencer, give me that perception check.
Gosh, something. I'm
19.
okay at.
So that would depend on what DC the mayor put it at. So, do you want to Benny that, or do you want to leave it as is?
I'll Benny that just to see.
Thank you.
Yeah, because you have to do it before he announces whether or not it was a success or failure. And lowercase b, good sir.
Yeah, I know.
I still have 3 bennies left.
That would be
so
a
that is
31.
31.
Yeah.
right.
And
31.
Spence got a 24, by the way.
I did see that. I was about to respond to him real quick. Jace, on a quick piece of napkin and a couple of the old pens that would be distributed out, you're able to like come up with this short. I want to say kind of like a neck choker design, along with like a bit of a tethering down to the to what seems to be like a bit of a handcuff design, sort of like one of those like collar and handcuffs.
Yeah.
So
And
like
you-
that thing from Kung Fu Panda where it locked in their arms across their chest and to their neck?
Yes. It's just you do show some obvious wirings with specific metal. Specific metal.
More like spreader bars for your arms.
No, it's just the opposite though. Instead of spreading, they're retracted.
Constricting.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, and wires plus chemical and metallurgical composition. Got it.
Yep.
You see Wilda kind of vibrating with fear. Like, come on, guys, I want to go.
You can go ahead and ride the Spencer Express. We'll catch up. We need to make sure this one doesn't kill anyone while we're gone.
Spencer is currently distracted as you guys barely catch a blur of him carrying a woman in his arms around the casino area a bit, looking for someone.
All right. Puddle, this will literally take me 30 seconds. As I'll go to 5 different slot machines and transmute them. So I'm going to need
Yes.
to do 5 alchemy checks.
So we're gonna have 5 sets.
I'm gonna have to go.
All right.
Yeah. At this point, we will call it. Go ahead and finish up those 5 rolls and pin them for me, please. So we
Right.
will revert back to those.
All right. I'm going to make a note.
Playing.
Good night, Dahlia. You get some
Good
good
night,
rest.
Dahlia.
Have a nice day.
Good night, Dahlia.
For the sake of eidetic memory, Jace is going to commit the design he just made to memory so that he has it for future reference when they have more time.
8
Roger, Roger.
power suppression.
If you wouldn't mind, send me that design idea once more, so I don't forget, and you don't forget in case we have to go back to that edict memory thing.
Eidetic.
And I'm also
Eidetic.
going to pin that. And question, do I get a bonus to this because he's actually got the straight up designs, or
Yes, I believe this will be a +5 because you do have designs to follow.
it'd be +2 with designs. Does he have teamwork?
He has he has leadership, jack of all trades, inventor, equipment, contacts. No teamwork.
So it's only
Yeah,
got a
it'd be
+2.
It'd be a +2.
Okay. So
Well,
that's
Thank you again
one.
for joining us here at the stream. Remember to subscribe to Euro's Kage here, our lovely host.
Euroka.
Euroka. Ah, damn it. Euroka Kage over here. Thank you again.
Yep, and we will see you next time.
We'll see you back in 2 weeks while we continue the search for the other 2 Trivecta.
Mm-hmm.
Our group has managed to stop the gravity manipulator, but can they find and stop the time tinkerer and the matter manipulator as well? Find out next time